Hey there, and welcome back to my vlog. Another week has gone by, and that also means a week closer to my Disney college program. I'm down to what? How many days am I down to? I don't know how many days I'm down to. Hold on a second. 12 days. Promise it's 12. Anyways, down to 12 days before I set foot in the Disney college program apartments and Disney World, and I am super stoked. Can't believe this is going to happen so soon. Today's video is about DORMS, which is how you fill out your paperwork, register for classes, and all that. DORMS actually stands for Disney On-Site Resident Management System, and once you get your login for that, you'll be able to accept your program, you'll be able to register for classes, and then you'll also be able to fill out your housing paperwork. I just got the email from my housing paperwork at the end of this last week. So if you are about to go on a college program, you should receive the email about maybe 2.5 weeks out. So don't freak out if you haven't gotten it yet, don't worry, it's coming. First thing that I ever did on DORMS was to do all the accepting program paperwork and all that. You get that first when you sign up. You get that email when you first get accepted to the program. So you go through the paperwork, and I don't completely remember everything I did for that, to be 100% honest, because it was 3 months ago now. No, 2 months ago. Almost 3. But anyways, you get the point. What I'm going to talk about more today is the education aspect of registering on DORMS, as well as the housing aspect. I will be coming back later once I'm through my Disney Heritage class, which I did get, by the way. I'm super stoked. Tell you more about, education and all that once that class is over, just so I can tell you how it was. And I think I'm ranting again. Anyways, I'll tell you how to register for classes, that all kind of sort of thing. And then I'm also going to tell you how housing paperwork works. You will get an email about a month before registration opens for your classes. It's going to give you all the details about both the college classes that you can take and the exploration series. I will get more into that in the future, but just as a brief summary, college classes are your standard communication, hospitality, English, whatever college classes they offer. I know I was looking at a communication class, but I didn't take it because my college didn't give me credit for it. But anyways, there's that kind of classes, and then you have the exploration series classes, which is about 4 or 5 week seminar classes. Can't get any college credit, but it's super awesome because they have a bunch of different topics they talk about. The 2 options that I had when I was signing up were Disney Heritage, which is the super popular option that everyone wants to take, and then there's also Disney Leadership. On that details email for the education information, it'll tell you this day is when you're gonna open registration, and then it's at this time, and it's going to be listed in Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not an EST time zone, then you want to make sure you take that into account. Right now I am in the Central Standard Time because I'm in Texas, so I had to keep that in mind, that it was an hour earlier than what the email said. So if you are looking for one of those super high interest classes that everyone wants to take, like Heritage, you have to be ready as soon as registration opens, just so you get that slot. I know I was sitting there about 5 minutes before registration opened with all my roommates on Facebook going why hasn't it opened yet? It did open about 5 to 7 minutes after the official time. So if it doesn't open exactly at 4 o'clock, don't freak out. It's going to open. You'll be fine. You got the class. Because all my roommates and I got the same Disney Heritage class, and we're kind of super stoked because that means we all have a great roomie bonding time learning about Disney. You can also sign up for other classes at this time, not just Disney Heritage and the Exploration Series. First thing you do when you log into DORMS, you see here we have the program acceptance button. That's all the paperwork that you can do for, the initial accepting your job and all that. Then we have education registration, which I'll get to in a second, as well as housing registration. I'm going to go ahead and show you education registration. First thing you have to do is select your term. So like I said, I'm on summer 2. And then on this first tab here, we have college courses. You can take any of these. Of course, right now they're all waitlisted because everyone's filled up. There are some fees for them, and then you do have to have textbooks for this, so keep that in mind. But if you're looking for credit, then it's a totally great option. And see, I'm not interested in college courses, so I click not interested and you go next. And here we have the seminar exploration series. Of course, I got heritage, and also if anyone's interested, this is my class. If you're in my class, totally want to get to know you, that'd be super awesome. There was leadership available when I originally signed up, but I guess it changed or something? I don't know. Yeah, professional development. I have not heard much of this, to be completely honest, so I don't exactly know what all is going on here. But there's no courses available, so you just go next. And here we have the distance learning. This one is the one that I took. It's to make sure that you have time for your classes if you're going to university. You do have to have like a schedule kind of, so that they can like prove you're taking classes from your university. So, and then you can pick any of these blocks at all. I picked this one down here because I'm way more productive in the morning. Also why I film everything in the morning, because I know I can get it done. And so if you pick one of these times, that means you'll have that time off from, you know, this start date to that end date, so that you can get all your work done. And then also I have honestly no idea what self-paced offerings is. Otherwise, I would totally let you know. At the end here, you have the registration confirmation. You want to double check to make sure you register for all you want. Just so you know, distance learning, you have to waitlist so they can approve your choice. You don't automatically get into it. So that's basically all that we have for education registration. I mean, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. Like I said, I'll be getting back to another video, let y'all know how heritage was and all that once I've actually gotten through the class. But obviously, you'll have to wait until my Disney take. I'm also going to tell you a little bit about the housing process and like what that paperwork looks like. Well, it's not even paperwork anymore because nobody uses paper. So, first things first, you do have to have one of your roommates check in and like do the whole process first so she can link up with you. You're going to get an email that lets you know when you can register for your housing on DORMS. And if you go down that email, it's going to let you know, hey, this is your roommate ID. You need to give that to the one person in your group who's going to organize everything first. Because before y'all touch anything, one person has to link you all to make sure that you're all going to be in the same group. Otherwise, things get messed up and it's just bad, so. My roommate Ashley did the linking up process just because she'd already done it, and we trusted her because, I mean, I offered to do it, but it's better to have a vet do it if you have one in your group. So, first things first, before you touch any dorms, just make sure you give her or him that ID number so that you can group all together and hopefully get in the same room as long as Disney can slide you in somewhere. So once you get around to doing your own paperwork, you have to check to make sure all your personal information is correct, which is also why I'm not going to be showing you any of this, because there's a lot of information about me that shouldn't be on the internet. So you got personal information, you know, about your name, email, address, that kind of thing. You got information about your program, and then you have to select your options on a couple different questions. This is the time where you decide if you opt out of housing. It's where you tell Disney if you need disability help, or like any special circumstances. You can apparently request married housing, but I've never heard of that. I mean, if anyone has done married housing, I would love to know about it, just to see what it's like. And then you'll have to let Disney know if you're gonna bring a vehicle. You also have to enter your emergency contact information, which is important, because, you know, you get in trouble, that's what we're talking about. This is also where you sign that you've read the community codes, which is basically like, I won't do alcohol, drugs, that kind of thing. I can bully, no firearms, etc. Talks about being termed and all that. It's a fairly long thing, but you still have to read it. You should read it. You're also going to do your payroll form on here. So it's going to tell you this is how much you're going to take out for housing. It lists all the prices that could be withdrawn from your account every week, depending on what housing you get put in. You have to sign saying, yes, I authorize this to be taken out of my account, otherwise Disney gets in trouble because they can't just take money from you. And then you also have to sign an alcohol policy form if you are in a wellness unit, because, you know, wellness is not allowed to have alcohol, so you have to sign that says, I know, I'm not going to do it, I could get termed if I do, that kind of thing. And the last thing that you're going to find on this housing registration portion is a page that says to review everything that you have submitted. You're going to submit that, and then you have to print out your little boarding pass, which you'll need to bring with you on check-in, which is this lovely paper with a barcode right here. So yeah. They're going to give you a time to check in later. I still haven't gotten that, so I'll let y'all know what time you should be expecting that once I get my own. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today, just because I wanted to walk y'all through paperwork. I know some of it can be kind of confusing, but no worries, deep breath, not as confusing as you might think. If y'all have any more questions, feel free to comment, email, DM, Facebook message, whatever you feel like. But other than that, hope you'll have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see y'all real soon.